decisions and leadership they have implications, and we have to address that. But I would disagree with Mayor Boughton on one point. Oh, actually, on 2 points. One is that I don't believe we can I used to just point at the governor and point at the legislature and blame them. And I really have spent a lot of years thinking about what's wrong with Connecticut. And I truly believe that it's not Governor Malloy's fault, as much as many people would like me to say it is. Mm-hmm. And it's not Governor Rell's fault, as much as other people might want me to say that. And it's not even John Rowland's fault, as much as many people would like me to say that, given the way he's been on WTIC with me on his show. But the fact is that it's not their fault, because in America we elect leaders from the people, and the people are us. They reflect our values, and when we elect leadership, that leadership reflects our values. Maybe not mine personally, but the majority of people in Connecticut. And the values are spend too much, borrow too much, spend too much time, too much time reading gossip or listening to gossip and watching, trash TV, rather than reading the timeless wisdom that has always guided
like
mankind.
The Ellen DeGeneres show, which our president was on.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So there's a serious values issue here. And when we, a few years ago, or actually it was in 2012, I was very ill, and I thought I might be dying of something, and I Googled what it might be with my symptoms. And I would say, don't ever do that. That's a bad thing to do. It will scare you. But I realized that if I had any of these conditions, that the cost of the testing, as a small business owner, I have my own law firm, the cost of the testing would have been prohibitive. I couldn't do it. So I decided the one thing I could do was go out and buy a pair of tennis shoes and bike shorts and start biking to work. And I did that for a week, and then a friend said, 5 months of the year, actually pretty nice, Martha. So then I did it for 5 months, and I called my clients, told them they'd see me in bike shorts, and I got healthy. Well, the state of Connecticut, we, the citizens, need to get healthy. We need to get our physical health back. We need to get our moral, spiritual health back. Mm-hmm. We need to get our connections with our families back and return mothers and fathers to the home where they can raise their own kids with home businesses. But I've proposed eliminating the income tax, eliminating public sector unions, honoring current commitments to public employees, but eliminating those unions over time, eliminating the income tax over time, again, evaluating very seriously nuclear energy and getting that back in Connecticut. It can be done safely. Water cooling is less safe than gas cooling. Gas is very cheap, and the rest of the world does it safely. We can do it safely and create cheap power here. There are many things that we can do. We need to get rid of Common Core. When you take the cities out of our educational system, we have one of the finest educational systems in the world. We don't need to change it. We don't need to be common. We need to be uncommon, uncommonly inventive, uncommonly entrepreneurial, uncommonly charitable. That's what Americans are.
By all means, yes.
I'd like to disagree with Martha on one major issue. It is Dan Malloy's fault. He signed this SB 1160, the gun bill, the transgender bill, the bathroom bill. He signed the death penalty. It is his fault, okay? Right off the bat, we cannot, now, I said earlier, let's work with Democrat legislators, or many of them will work with us. But it is Dan Malloy's fault we're in this problem. The largest tax increase in Connecticut's history. If he didn't sign it, we wouldn't have it. He overpromised, and he didn't do the work, and I'm hearing from the unions. Just last night from an AFSCME person. Okay, they're willing to work. So, you know what they want to know, Joe? We're going to back you. If we back you, I'll be meeting them. What do we do, Joe? How do we save the pensions? How do we save the jobs? Because we know we gave a lot back, but we need to give more back. We cannot alienate the unions at this point. And I miss the right to work. For years I've been pushing right to work. I think it's great to have the liberty to not have to join a union. But at the same time, they're going to be our partners in trying to save Connecticut as well as the Democrats. So I believe right off the bat, we need to bring those and divide the Democrat Party, the ones that would come with us versus the ones that are from West Hartford, Andrew Fleischman, Beth Bai, the people I've been fighting where I lived for 10 years in West Hartford. Very liberal, I'll call them socialist Democrats. And I fight them every day in West Hartford, and they're the ones over there that have kidnapped, hijacked the Democrat Party, and we need to liberate a lot of the people, and they're coming over. For a year in the race now, a year in the race. Listen, not a week and a half. 1 year in the race. My Facebook page has been loaded with direct messages that you can go scroll down for eternity to see state workers saying what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And so we have to understand, they hate Dan Malloy. They should hate Dan Malloy. It's all his fault we're here.
One of my political